Okay, just 1 second, guys. Okay, brothers and sisters, welcome back to the Afro Elite. Welcome back. I'm more on time than I usually am. The last a couple times I've been here like 7:30 when my time is supposed to be 7. Dylan, man, always on time. Dylan is more on time for my channel than I am. I appreciate that, brother. I really do. This might be somewhat of a shorter video in comparison to the videos that I make prior. Like normally it's about an hour. This might be an hour. I don't know. But there's not as many subjects I want to talk about in this video. I wanted to bring up Biden's mandatory, let me roll up the sleeve a little bit. His mandatory thing. I'm not going to do that this video. I'm going to save that to because that needs a whole video in and of itself. But I'm going to talk about some things I saw with the VMAs. Now, before I get that, let me send this link out real quick and talk to you at the same time. People ask me, "Oh, well, what does this have to do with Black empowerment? What does this topic have to do with Black empowerment? What does this topic have to do with Black empowerment?" The topics that I bring up, all of them have something to do with Black empowerment, because the war against Black people is in every avenue. It's not just through the police. So if you see me talking about something that's not exclusively the police, don't think I'm veering off from talking about Black empowerment. It's through the police, it's through music, it's through the media, it's through propaganda. Okay. So, appreciate everybody's coming in. Appreciate you. Let me send one link to my sister real fast. I'm gonna text her. Hold on, real quick. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So she got it. She'll be here. My thing is this. We have to understand that, because for people who don't understand, a lot of you guys do, but for the people who don't understand, we have to understand fighting anti-black racism isn't just one thing. They don't just try to, it's not just, okay, they're the police, so this whole channel is about to be the police or about to be about crime statistics. This channel is about to be countering anti-black narratives and increasing your critical thinking and your way of viewing things. Because sometimes if you don't catch something right away when it happens, then things get deleted and you see an angle, you see a perspective of something that they want you to see, and you don't get the full picture, so you're going along with their narrative. That's very harmful, and that's something that I'm pushing back against. Now, the title of the video, I'm going to save that to last because that's what I'm going to spend most of my time on. I'm going to talk about one thing real quick. Now, everybody knows The Little Mermaid, the cartoon. It was a Disney cartoon with a mermaid. She's living in the ocean. You know, her dad is like the king, and she falls in love with this guy. There's a witch octopus thing. They, you know, it's Disney stuff, right? So lately, Disney has been making live action adaptations of their Disney cartoons, their most successful, not cartoons, movies, their most successful Disney movies. Like, they did one about The Lion King. They did one about Atlantis. They did one about Mulan. What else did they do one about? I don't know if they, I don't know. I think that's all I can remember. And they're doing one about The Little Mermaid. And they're casting the star. Actually, let me show you her face. I realized what's quicker for me, instead of trying to download everything to the actual computer, I'm just gonna show you guys straight off of Google. Let me see. They got Halle Bailey to play the Little Mermaid. She's gonna be cast. Let me show you a picture of her. This is her on Google. Ooh boy, hold on. Why is this thing? Oh, I gotta refresh this every time. I forget sometimes, especially when I rush. Just give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds, real quick. All right. No, not that one. Not that. All right, there we go. Okay, this is Halle Bailey. Okay, she's in her early 20s, young, beautiful, talented, sings very well. Sister right here. So initially, if you don't understand propaganda, you're gonna initially think, okay, well, what's the problem? Halle Bailey, she's in there. This is good representation for black girls. This is the tricky part about what they say representation is, because when they say we want representation, when they put black people on the front lines, it's many times, if not every time, followed up with some type of propaganda. What they're trying to do is they're trying to have this divest propaganda be pushed. Now you see on the commercials, I was about to say cartoons, but on the commercials and cartoons too, you see the white woman, the white man with a black woman. You're seeing this big push about interracial couples, specifically of black women and white men. They even have it in cartoons. There was this one cartoon show called Invincible. It was on Amazon Prime. Not to say it's bad or anything, but the character, I forgot her name, the love interest in the show, in the comic book, she's a white woman. In the cartoons, in the actual Amazon cartoons, she's a black woman. They have a whole bunch of commercials where they have a black woman and a white man, and they have mixed looking kids. They're pushing that out there. I want you guys to really understand, because when we say stuff like this, when black people predict stuff like this and call out propaganda and agendas, we get pushback, we get called conspiracy theories. We get called we're reaching. It's not always about what race. While you looking at it like that, it's not that serious. I get told that all the time. It's everything in the world is not always about race. It's not that serious. They don't understand how media works. They don't understand how filming works. When you understand how filming works, the time and energy that goes into filming, and I want you guys to remember this because I'm going to bring it up later. When you understand the time and energy that goes into filming something, casting the people, getting their props, the clothes, getting because they do it with car commercials, getting the props, the clothes, the car commercials, getting the children, getting all of that stuff costs money. Then the filming, then the editing, then pushing that out there. That stuff costs money. If it wasn't a big deal, they would have same couples together. They would have a white man and a white woman, or a black man and a black woman. They're trying to erase the black man out the picture and push, especially to younger audience, they're trying to push black girls going with white men because for multiple reasons, because that breaks up the black family, because the black family is black men and black women. It's not black women alone with black kids. It's not black men alone with black kids. It's not black women with white men. It's not black men with white women. It's black men with black women. They're trying to destroy that family structure by having black women divest from black men, and they need black women's fertility because the white birth rate is dropping. The rate of white people in this country is steadily dropping very quickly. They're going to become a minority shortly. White women are not as fertile as black women. They have complications. So they need stronger, healthier bodies to keep that stuff, to keep their whiteness alive. So it's really them trying to kill two birds with one stone. This is why when I see interracial things, specifically with a white man and a black woman, I know that that's propaganda, because there's multiple different races of people. You don't really see an Asian woman with a Hispanic man, or like races like that. You don't see like the an Indian person and they're dating, I don't know, a Arab or something. You don't really see that. You specifically see black and white interracial relationships, specifically with the black man. I mean, the white man. Dylan says, yeah, they do that a lot. With the new Spider-Man, Tom Holland and Zendaya. Yeah. Okay. They do push that a lot. And the new Spider-Man movies that's on the MCU, they have Spider-Man, Peter Parker, and MJ, even though this is not Mary Jane MJ, in the movies, they refer to her as MJ. And in the comic books, if you guys know if you guys know anything about Spider-Man, in the comic books, Mary Jane is Spider-Man's love interest. One of his love interests, he's had multiple ones, but this is his most popular love interest, which has always been a white woman with red hair. She's a redheaded white woman. So what the MCU did is they say, okay, we'll take the initials MJ out, but she won't be Mary Jane. So that way, if we want to make a Mary Jane, we can do that. But we'll say MJ, and then everybody in the movie will refer to her as MJ, and then we'll have a black girl play MJ. They're doing this because they're pushing this black girls with white men thing. He said, Dylan says, Jay, now that I think about it, all the black girls I've tried to get with have been always rejecting me for white boys. Now I think about it. Yeah, because that's the move. It's the propaganda. They're trying to make white boys, they're trying to make them seem like they're progressive and cool, trying to cool them up. White boys aren't corny anymore, because black girls have always, pretty much, I'm not going to say all of them, but pretty much the collective thought of black women, of white men, is that white men have been corny, and that black women don't really date white men like that. Black women don't really date out like that, and they especially don't date white men like that. So they're trying to make it seem like the black man, and if you go back to my video I did last week about the attack on black masculinity, the black man is the bad guy and the white man is the good guy. I'm going to show you this clip real quick because this is how important important it is for us to understand what's going on. Because when we're looking at something like entertainment, they don't look at it like entertainment. Black people, unfortunately, are the ones looking at it like entertainment. They're looking at it like programming. How can I say something or do something that's going to play back over and over in your subconscious mind? Let me see. Hold on real quick. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see something. This is it's coming up. I gotta find a specific video so I don't get the let me see. Damn, that's not what I meant to do. Misspelling stuff now. I'm trying to rush. You know, I hate the fact that I'm doing this now, but I just thought about it. This isn't something that I was thinking about before. Let me see. Let me see if this is the scene. Let me mute this real quick. Oh my God. Dang. Okay, hold on. I got it. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all, let me see. Okay, there we go. This is gonna make it pop up. In fact, that's gonna make it pop up. Oh, I want to show y'all the scene, but I don't want to get like a strike from the scene. Let me see something. Damn. Come on. Okay. I'm trying to look for it. Let me at least tell you guys what I'm looking for. In the movie Harriet Tubman that came out in 2019, they made a black bounty hunter, which really that didn't happen that much during slavery. A black bounty hunter, and what they did was they made the white man have the white slave master have like some type of affectionate relationship with the black bounty hunter. So what they did is the most vile things that happened in the movie, the most graphic things, the murders that happened in the movie was actually of the black man, the black bounty hunter. He's killing black women. And in the final scene, I wish I could find it. I don't, they must have hid it somewhere, and I'm not trying to get in trouble. Let me see. In the ending scene, Harriet Tubman is about to be straight up killed by the black man that's the bounty hunter. Let me see if I can find this scene. So she's about to be killed by the black man that's a bounty hunter, and what happens is the white slave master comes up and saves Harriet Tubman. He saves her and kills the black man that's about to kill Harriet Tubman. Then Harriet Tubman has the opportunity. To shoot the white man, and she doesn't shoot the white man. She goes off. She rides off. Damn, if I can only find this one specific scene. Now, the movie flopped, by the way, because nobody liked that scene. Okay. Ah, damn. I cannot. I'm sorry, y'all. I cannot find that scene. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. I just thought about that scene. I just thought about it. That's the reason why I'm looking for it this hard, because it would make this scene so perfect. See, if this doesn't pop up and next things, okay. Well, I can't find it, y'all. I can't find it. I apologize about that. Anyway, Bigger Long, yeah, that's his name, Bigger Long. Bigger Long was the bounty hunter in the movie. I can't find the exact scene. I was looking it up. I can't find the exact scene, but Bigger Long was supposed to catch Harriet. Then he turned out he wanted to kill Harriet. He already brutally murdered another black woman in the movie. And then he was going to kill Harriet. And then her white slave master, who's like secretly in love with her, shot him in the head, saving Harriet Tubman. And then when she had the gun and when she was about to shoot him, she decided not to do it. She spared her slave master. So this is them trying to spin the whole, white men have always loved black women thing. White men have always loved black women. Black men are the ones who really don't love black women. They're trying to push young black women away from black men. The reason why I say that, and I brought up Halle Bailey, is because she's going to be the Ariel in Little Mermaid. This is the cast that just came out. Okay? Now, Halle Bailey, she's at the top. But at the bottom, where they say Prince Eric, now Prince Eric is the love interest. That was the human being that Ariel was in love with. Prince Eric is a white man. Now, when this movie was first cast, me and my brother both said, oh, they're definitely going to have a white man. They're definitely going to have a white man be the love interest to this black princess. What they're trying to do is they're trying to make it seem as if, oh, this is so progressive. This is progressive to have a black woman be a princess. But there's always an agenda to back that up. They're not doing this to help the self-esteem of little black girls. Like, okay, well, I've always seen white women be princesses, but now I get to see a black woman be a princess. But they got to see the black woman be a princess, but they got to put their little spin on it to say, okay, well, the black woman's got to be the princess, but the white boy, that's your prince. They're not going to have the black girl be the princess to a young black boy. They're going to have the black girl be a princess to a white boy. That's the propaganda. I want you guys to understand this, because when your kids watch the movies, when your younger siblings watch the movies, they're not going to see that stuff. I immediately, when she was cast, I'm like, I called it then. I'm like, okay, they're definitely going to have a white boy. They're definitely going to have a white boy. I was wrong on one point. I was making a joke. I was like, yeah, he's probably going to have blonde hair and blue eyes. As you can see, his name is Jonah Hunter King. He doesn't have blonde hair and blue eyes, but I guess he does look more accurate. What's up, fam? What's up, Neo Black? Okay, I'm late. It's been a while. Must be talking about I'm talking about the Little Mermaid. I'm talking about the fact that they have the black woman play the princess, but they'll have the white boy play the love interest in the movie. This is propaganda. They do this stuff with black girls specifically. It's always a backhanded thing. You guys got to get good at catching up with what is the backhanded compliments. Like I'm glad you just brought that up. Princess, just like Cinderella and Princess and the Frog. They'll make the black girl. I remember when Princess and the Frog first came out, and the news was making it seem like, oh my God, this was so great, so progressive. Princess and the Frog, Princess and the Frog. When you watch that movie, she was, first off, in most of these Disney princess movies, the princess is a princess the whole movie. She might be locked up. She might be a princess and doesn't know she's a princess, but she has some type of royal blood or whatever the case may be. But she's always some sort of royalty from the start of the movie. In the Princess of the Frog, she was like a waitress. She was not royalty. But somebody said, okay, that's not bad. But she became a princess because she got with a prince. But the thing is that she was a frog. She was a literal frog for majority of the movie. Majority of the movie, she was a frog. Even when they came back and got married, she didn't become a princess until right at the end of the movie. It says, now he says, can we name a Disney black princess with a black prince? That's what I'm saying. You can't really name that. There's a black male and a black female relationship. It's either toxic or the female is a breadwinner, even in Blackish. Yeah. I said that in my video about masculinity. It says, to my boy, what's up, Issa? When I said that about black masculinity, what they'll do is they'll have the black man, if they have him masculine, they'll have the black man be super toxic, super negative, damn near evil all the time. If he's a heterosexual black man, they'll make him evil. They'll make him villain-like. Even if he's not a villain in the movie, he'll do a whole lot of shady things, especially to the black women in the TV show. He'll do a lot of shady things to people in the TV show. Either that, or he's like following the lead of the black woman in the TV show, just like Blackish. They're always being over-talked by their wives. They're always being overshadowed by their wives. You can tell by the power dynamic in the TV show that the wife is the dominant figure. They don't want to have the black male, be the dominant figure in the household, leading the house, and not be some type of toxic, abusive husband. In most of these TV shows, you'll have either, correct me if I'm wrong, you'll have either the black man, he'll be cheating, most of the time with non-black women. He'll be cheating, he'll be lying, he'll be stealing, killing other black people. They won't show the black man killing non-black people like that. They'll show black man killing black people though. He'll be killing other black people, lying, stealing, cheating, beating her, putting his hands on her, whatever. Either that, or he'll be following her lead. Everything she says goes. He's like the son to her. He's the love interest, but he's kind of like a child to her. She's the adult. What she says goes. She overshadows him all the time. Those are the only two dynamics of a black relationship you see in media nowadays. And he says, that's facts. It's always something toxic. Exactly. Now I want to show you guys this real quick. Let me get my screen together. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna get my screen together and I want to show you guys something real quick. This I saw. Oh, let me close that out. It's my email. This I saw on Twitter. Now, when I say the image of the black man is important, I really do mean that. Look at this. This is Nick Cannon. This is what Nick Cannon came to the VMAs and decided to wear. To the VMAs. This is Nick Cannon. I really was a big fan of Nick Cannon. I'm not going to lie to you. But Nick Cannon is becoming more and more buck broken as the day goes by. Just look at this. Look at how he's on his knees bowing to Ashanti, right? Like this. They want these images of this dude. What is this? A wig or weave or whatever that is. That's not his hair. He's wearing this. He looks like he's all. Just look at how ridiculous he looks. Look at the big sunglasses. Everything looks like a diva with low self-esteem. Look at how buck broken they have the image of the black man. And what happens is the media will say, oh my God, this is just so progressive. This is so progressive. Now, ever since Nick Cannon said what people determine as anti-Semitic, Nick Cannon has been apologizing left and right. He's apologized more than he's said anything else publicly. And now he's doing this because he doesn't want the dominant society to see him as a threat. Because when he was having his what they call him canning class, they were seeing him as a threat. So now he's trying to reshape his image to say, "Hey, I'm not a threat. I'm gonna dress as flamboyantly loud and obvious as possible." Now, for some people, because some people combated me on this, some people said, "Oh, that's not that's just his choice. That's just his choice. He can do what he wants to do." My thing is this: you don't ever see a white celebrity doing that. I want you to look again, and I hate to show it. And I was a big fan of Nick. I hate to show this actually. Look at this picture. This is shameful. This is shameful. Look at that. That is shameful. That is the image of the black man. Now, he was on his program talking about black people, black empowerment. Do you think, if you just by first glance, they say a picture says 1,000 words. By first glance, do you think that white people are scared of a man dressed like this? He looks like a character. He looks like a non-threatening character. He got a cup. Who knows what's in his cup? It looks like he got a blunt in the other hand. He looks like he is trying to advertise himself as saying, "I am not a threat to white supremacy. Please give me my money back. Please give me my deals back." It's absolutely shameful. I'm sorry. It's absolutely shameful. Now, something else. Now, I want people to say, "Oh, why you keep talking about Lil Nas X? Why you keep talking about Lil Nas X?" Because I know what propaganda is. I understand propaganda. Look at this. They have him dressed like doing the absolute most. Now, people say, when people say you're homophobic if you talk negative about Lil Nas X, that's a little deflection trolling. And I don't want you guys to be scared of that, because that's happened to me multiple times. "Oh, you're talking about him. That must mean you're homophobic." No, it doesn't mean I'm homophobic. My thing is, before he came out as gay, he was not this super extra person. Everything about him now, because to be honest, he really doesn't have talent. Everything about him now is to push an agenda. He pushes an agenda. And when you come back against this agenda, you say, "Oh, well, that's you being homophobic, then you're being homophobic." But my thing is, you have a whole bunch of gay artists, gay white artists, and you don't see them wearing big, crazy looking cartoonish dresses on the red carpet. You don't see them making out with their backup dancers on an award show. I think there was two white girls who kissed one time on an award show, but they were actually performers. They were both celebrities. She wasn't just, you would never see Miley Cyrus just making out with her backup dancer or whatever, Taylor Swift or whoever. You wouldn't see that. They show the most degenerate, cartoonish versions of black people. And it really stems from the minstrel show. If we know about history and we go back to Jim Crow, we go back to when white people would put on blackface and they would pretend to be the idiots. They would have the, big lips and a super dark skin, and they would be falling all over. They were the goofy idiots. In the postcards, they would have anti-black postcards. The minstrel show is kind of like what they're doing is just a modern version of it. This is just a modern version of the minstrel show. Look at these. I want you to look at this. This is Nick Cannon at an award show. This is what's it say? I think this is the VMAs. It says VTA. This is the VMAs, right? VMA. Oh yeah. You have not seen, and prove me if I'm wrong, but you have not seen one single white celebrity dressed like this. They have black people dressed like complete goofball clowns. And so these black people are completely slaves to the industry, to whatever contract. They barely dress themselves. I want you guys to understand that they barely dress themselves. Especially when they're going out on an award show or when they're going out to an interview or something. They have a team that sets up what they're going to be wearing, what they're going to be saying, what they're going to be performing, what dances they're going to be doing. They pretty much have a team that sets their brand for them and keeps them on track. They have a team that monitors their social media. That way, if somebody says something, an agent would call them up and be like, hey, take that off right now. Take that off. Post this. Do something like this. Don't wear that. Wear this. Say this. They have a team that does that. Notice none of the white artists, you don't see Justin Bieber sitting up there dressed like that. You don't see that. Even the gay artists, you don't see them doing that. You only see the black artists dressing like cartoon characters. They dress black artists like cartoon characters because it, to an extent, dehumanizes them. You don't really see them as real people. Subconsciously, you can't really see them as real people because they're constantly portrayed to you like characters from cartoons. You don't see grown men dressing like this. I mean, you shouldn't. You don't see grown people dressing like this. You don't even really see this. Women don't even wear this to an award show. Even a woman wearing this would be extra. They do this because it dehumanizes them, okay? Now, I want to show you something that is going to be a little inappropriate. So if you guys have younger children, you might want to keep them away for a little bit. This is Normani and Teyana Taylor, and they were doing a performance at the VMAs. This does get a little explicit, so I'm warning you right now, because I don't want you guys to have your little kids see something that is inappropriate. But look at this. Now, this push for lesbianism, this push for homosexuality, this over sexuality is anti-black, because to an extent it dehumanizes you. It's over sexual to the point where you really don't have a personality outside of your sexuality. They portray you as so sexual, you're almost like an animal to them. You won't see images of white girls doing this, especially at an award show. There's one girl, Normani, and they're very talented. And I hate the fact that they're objectified like this, because this is really objectification. This is not something that they put together. This is something that their team put together. And I called this out before. You don't see you don't see Taylor Swift performing like this. You don't see Katy Perry performing like this. They might say, okay, well, sex sells. But you don't see the white artists performing like this. You don't see the Hispanic artist, Camila Cabello, if that's how you pronounce her name. She was on there. She didn't perform like this. You will only see black women performing in this very hypersexual, to an extent, dehumanizing way. I want you to, this is just the image real quick. Just look at this image. This image is on an award show where children will be watching this. She's literally sitting up here giving her a lap dance on an award show. Okay? Now you can say, okay, well, some award shows are sexual, some award shows are sexual. Let me ask you, what two artists, this isn't like a backup dancer giving a lap dance or somebody giving a lap dance to a backup dancer. These are two artists. What two white music artists do you see being made to perform damn near lesbian sex, while one is tied to a cross, because that symbolizes two. She's literally strapped to a cross, and that's Teyana Taylor is strapped to a cross, and Normani is giving her a lap dance. You don't see the dominant society making any other race of people do this. They specifically make black women do this because they don't want you to see black women as anything outside of like sexualized items, sexualized objects. This is why you have to push back against this propaganda. Now, when I push back against it, a lot of people will say, oh, well, you just hating. Why can't women do what women do? Why can't women do what women do? The thing is that, okay, if women do, let's say that was their decision. If women do what women do, right? Oh, well, you should be controlling what your kid's watching. Okay, yeah, you should. I completely agree that you should be in charge of what your children are watching. But let me ask you, why have you not seen the equivalent to this done by Miley Cyrus, Katy Perry, Taylor Swift? I don't know, another, some other white girl. Now, they'll say, well, what about what Miley Cyrus did when she was twerking on Robin Thicke? When she did that, that wasn't, first off, that wasn't pushing anything homosexual. Robin Thicke was a man. That's not pushing homosexual actions. They don't have, and I want you guys to really, really pay attention to this. They don't have white artists or white celebrities doing the most to push homosexuality, because they know they can't really afford that like that. They know they need their birth rate to go up. It's going down on the decline. So they don't have their white celebrities pushing homosexuality. They'll have them, they might be pushing sex, but it won't be like the black artists will be doing that. With the black artists, everything about you has to be sex, 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 sex. That's the only way you'll pretty much get anything. Miley Cyrus was able to completely change after licking sledgehammers and being butt naked and twerking all that stuff. She could say, you know what, I'm a changed woman now. I'm married. I'm going back to making Christian stuff. They get to go back to being the innocent white girl. When the dominant society objectifies a black woman as a sexual object, she doesn't get to change her image up in the eyes of the public and then be all like, okay, I'm a pure woman now. That's how, if that's how they made you, that's how you will always be. Let me check out some of the comments. Now, let me see something. Read some of the comments real quick. What's up, my boy? It says, if we want to be honest, most black people and white people, mixed people. It says, if we want to be honest, most black and white mixed people go date white people. Yes, they do. Most mixed people, most black and white, if you're mixed with one parent black, one parent white, they tend to date mixed people. I ain't gonna say shake my head. It's very fine. Let me see. I know Ashanti is a beautiful queen, but damn, why he look like that? Yes. Even if you want to kiss her hand or something like that, there's still a masculine way to show some respect for a black woman. Okay, if he just held her hand and kissed or something like that, he didn't have to dress like a whole clown and then be on one like that. Looks so pathetic. And think about how young black boys who was fans of Nick Cannon, who watch Wild 'N Out and see Nick Cannon, think about how they're looking at that. They don't have their white celebrities coming dressing like that. It says, oh, he said he was going to donate to the Hidden History Museum, never followed up. He said he was. I donated to the Hidden History Museum multiple times, and I don't have nearly half as much money as Nick Cannon does, even after Wild 'N Out was canceled. He said he was going to donate because he and Tariq Nasheed are close. Said he was going to donate. He never even gave a shout out on his social media, to my knowledge, of the Hidden History Museum. I posted it on this channel, on my Twitter, and on my Instagram multiple times, and donated multiple times because I wanted it that bad. Nick Cannon's a phony. Let me go down a little bit. Madonna and Miley Cyrus are the last ones I can think of. Oh, yeah. Madonna and Miley Cyrus. But I don't recall Miley Cyrus. I recall Miley Cyrus being, what's that called? A country girl now. They cleaned up Miley Cyrus' image. Miley Cyrus is a country girl. The only white girl I know of that goes on super sexual content is Lady Gaga. Now, I'm not saying that now Lady Gaga is one. I'm not saying that white women don't make super sexual content, but I'm trying to say let's do a comparison. Why, when they have the black people dress, and especially nowadays, they have them dressing like completely ridiculous cartoons. You're either dressing, the black men are either dressing like girls in dresses, dressing like literal toddlers with shorts and look. Oh my God, hold on. They're either dressing like girls, they're either dressing like this, or they're dressing damn near butt naked. That's the image that they give to little girls and little boys. This over sexual propaganda. They push an over sexual propaganda. Dropping to his knees was a sign of submission. Exactly. I don't even know if he's, I mean, I'm not really into the celebrity dating thing. I don't know if he is dating Ashanti or if that was just him trying to greet her or something, but that looked very pathetic. That looked very pathetic. I'm going to have to make another video about black masculinity because I didn't even say everything I wanted to say. Everything I wanted to say wasn't even enough. Black masculinity is very important. The image of the black person is very important. Which is why it's up to us to control how we're looked at. Okay? Now, I'm going to move on because I want to talk about something else. Oh, we still got a little time. I made this. Hold on. No. A minute. Okay, let me go up. This was my video I did last week. I did this video last week about the Chicago police brutality. Now, we have, let me see, because the comments are kind of weird now. Let me see if I can pull the comments. I don't know why the comments are all weird now. If I can find the comments was up here. Okay. They're, okay, right here. You guys can see it. This white guy, Greg James, he made the comment, and I want you to see how I reply to it. He gives a long list of names, gives a long list of more names, creates two different lists, and says, the black Americans who were murdered in Chicago on May 31st, 2020. All right, this is what he says. This is still up there, so if you guys want to go back and look, it's still up there. Officers, David Dorn, blah, blah, blah. He gives a list of officers. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why he gave three different lists of names. But then he says, please let's not forget that approximately 742 black Americans who have been murdered in Chicago since George Floyd happened. Today is 8/8/21. Add about 2 murders for each day. Okay. He goes on to say Antifa, BLM, and the KKK, and CRT, which is critical race theory, are all based on racist philosophy. Now, I want you guys to see how I handle this situation. When you're dealing with a situation like this, you don't go back and forth. Now, when they talk about Black Lives Matter, and I've already given my opinion on like the organization or the corporate Black Lives Matter, but when suspected white supremacist talks about Black Lives Matter, they're not talking about the corporation. They're talking about anybody who feels like the police shouldn't be killing black people is Black Lives Matter. All black people are Black Lives Matter. So when he says the Black Lives Matter, the KKK, Antifa, critical race theory, even though critical race theory is not like a group at all, but okay. He says the Black Lives Matter and KKK are, let me quote him, are all based on racist philosophy. Okay. Now, instead of me saying, well, Black Lives Matter, they're not based off of racism, they're fighting police brutality, then he's going to go into, oh, well, Black Lives Matter is saying all lives don't matter, and then that's saying only Black Lives Matter. And then that creates this circle, and that wastes time. That wastes time. Instead of going back and trying to explain anything to him, because based off of this, I can already tell he's a suspected white supremacist. So I don't need to explain anything. I'm not convincing him of anything. The only reason why I responded is because I wanted to show you guys an example of how to respond to this type of situation. So I asked a very direct question, saying right here. Let me actually zoom in. Saying right here. So BLM and the KKK are equivalent. I asked that question. And then he says, yes. Yes, BLM, they are both based off of the color of one's skin over the content of one's character. Okay. That's what he says, right? So instead of me saying, I want you guys to pay attention. Instead of me saying, no, Black Lives Matter is about black people being killed by the police. I didn't explain what Black Lives Matter was about because he knows he's trolling. He's trying to waste my time. He's trying to get me in this loop. I'm not going to fall for the loop. He's because normally what black people do when a white person says, oh, well, Black Lives Matter is doing this. It's bad. It's bad. They try to, well, no, Black Lives Matter isn't bad. Black Lives Matter is good. Black Lives Matter is this. No, that's not what you do. This is how you shut that situation down. I'm like, okay, you said it was equivalent. So my question is right here. So how many white people did Black Lives Matter lynch in comparison to the KKK? Since you're saying it's equal. Very direct question. If you're saying that Black Lives Matter, which means black people, are equivalent to the KKK, and notice that white people only bring the KKK up as villains when they can try to vilify black people too. If you're saying that black people and the KKK are equivalent, or the Black Lives Matter group is equivalent, how many people have Black Lives Matter killed? Because the KKK has murdered, that we know of, thousands of black people, done horrific damage to black people. How many white people have been killed by Black Lives Matter? And then here he goes. Anyone or any group which philosophy divides us by skin color is racist. That's dodging the question. Now, instead of addressing what he says, I stay firm, go back to the question. What similar actions do Black Lives Matter commit that are equivalent to the KKK lynching black people? We always go with now this is the whole black people can be racist too, as long as you believe that you're better based off of the color of your skin and not the content of your character. That's the whole reverse Martin Luther King thing that the dominant society is trying to flip back on black people, saying that we're racist. Every time they say that, notice how I respond each time. Every time they say that, I'm like, okay, what actions, since you're saying we're equal, what actions make us equal? It's been 6 days. He has not responded. Is because he's done at that point. He can't get me in this loop where I'm explaining anything to him. He came up to me with a list, so he has the knowledge. So I asked. He made the statement. I said, okay, if Black Lives Matter and the KKK are the same, then how many white people have Black Lives Matter killed? Oh, well, it's not about how many black people have killed white people. No, nope. It's not just a philosophy. If you're saying that they're the same, equivalent, then their actions have to be equivalent. Okay, that's how you counter that. Now, oh, why is my laptop doing this? Remind later. Okay, let me see. It says, so we can compare poverty include crime to trained officers of the law. Those trolls use no logic. Exactly. They're sworn in trained officers. Now you're comparing deaths, not all of which have been confirmed done by black people. So you know, black people aren't the only people living in Chicago. Black people just are synonymous with Chicago. So, or black crime is synonymous with Chicago. So any crime that happens, any death of a black person that happens in Chicago, you'll automatically assume, okay, well, that was done by another black person. So he can just pull up a long list of names of black people who have been killed, and you will automatically assume, okay, well, that means black people killed everybody on that list. That's not even true. We don't even know if all of those people on that list have been killed by black people. And even if they were not sworn in by the state. They are not state officers who have a badge and authority over people, who kill people and then get away. Dr. Claude Anderson, this is Claude Anderson, says racism is like a car on your foot. The only way to get off is to reverse that MF. Yeah. The only way to get it off is to reverse it. Yep. You got to say, okay. That's why I say I don't go in circles. Don't go in circles with them, because that's what they want you. They will wear you down going in circles, because they know what they're saying is not logical. They know what they're saying is not logical. I'm like, okay, all right. If you got the facts, you got the facts. Just give me the list, since you're good at making lists. And I made a bunch of comments. YouTube kept taking those comments down. But since you're good at making lists, give me the list of white people who have been killed by black people, or Black Lives Matter. Couldn't say anything. Couldn't say anything. Now, something I was going through today. There was this post, right? I'm gonna read you guys a thread. This thread, if you guys, some of you guys are from TikTok. I have the TikTok Afro Elite on TikTok, but I saw this on social media, and it was very dangerous. Let me give you a little bit of the backstory. This woman, I've seen her. She has a very large social media following. Okay. As of right now, she has on her TikTok account, she has close to 200,000 followers on TikTok. So she's very influential. She's one of those half-breed black passing, somewhat ambiguous looking leftist people. Let me show you the thread. So this is her @name. This is her Twitter name. It's still up on my Twitter. Made a post about her relationship, and people were going. Let me drink some water. And people were going about the fact that they were in a relationship for 7 years before they were friends for 7 years before the relationship, saying that her boyfriend was waiting in the friend zone for that long. Twitter is very facetious. You can make a post and you might think that post is just super romantic and super cute. If Twitter finds an opportunity to drag and clown you, they will do that. That's just Twitter. This is the post she made. They were friends 8 years ago. Now they're 1 year into their relationship. Okay. All right. And I didn't really drag this or care too much about it, because I don't know if he was waiting in the friend zone. He might not have liked her like that. He might have had another girlfriend or something. I don't know what they had going on. I don't really care about it. But people were making jokes. It wasn't just black people. It was everybody making jokes. Some people were saying nice things. Oh, y'all look cute. Oh, blah, blah, blah. And then some people were saying, damn, he waiting in the friend zone for that long. He waiting in the friend zone. Now, some of the comments were uncalled for. Some of the comments were uncalled for, saying, oh, he watched you get passed around. He watched you get tossed around. That wasn't necessary. You didn't have to say that, right? Okay. So, moving on. She posted this. After thousands and thousands of comments from Nigcel, which is, I guess, nigga incel, whatever, objectifying and vilifying me, I've come to the conclusion that I no longer have the capacity to have empathy for cis straight black men. Good luck with your edivores as bullet bags. Bullet bags is a term for black men, referring to us as people who are victims of white supremacy, because the police shoot black people and we're filled with bullets. It's a slur saying that you're a victim of police brutality. You've been shot dead by the police. Bullet bags. Now, this is what I post. Despite the fact that multiple races of people joked about, and it wasn't just men either, but despite the fact that multiple people joked about their relationships, not all of the comments were negative either. She took a page out of the white supremacist playbook and decided to exclusively go after black men by making fun of police murdering black men. I made a TikTok about it, right? Now, I'm going to try to play it on my actual phone just to show you, so you guys can have a full understanding. of this. Let me play it on my phone. Okay. This is I hope let me see if you guys can see it real quick. Let me show you her original video.
4 days ago, right? Just being like, oh, look at me, I'm so happy. Me and my man's have been friends for so long, and now we're in a nice relationship, right? For 4 days, me and my boyfriend have been getting thousands of comments and messages harassing us. Messages like this, calling
I
me
showed you
whore.
guys that one.
Comments like this, making it seem like I'm just a terrible person who made him stay in the friend zone, but then I'm also like a whore because we clearly slept before our relationship. So I'm a whore, I'm a terrible person, and then my boyfriend is being called gay, fruitcake, all types of names just because we share a love story. And those were nice ones. I mean, thousands of comments and messages calling us names and harassing us, right? So I'm fed up. I make a tweet. I'm returning the energy, right? If that's how black men want to treat me, I'm going to return the energy. But this is too much, right?
That was her bullet back.
This is too much. I could be called whore, bitch, slut, my boyfriend called fruitcake, natty boy. I could be called all types of names by thousands of black men, but I'm too much when I return energy.
Okay. The issue is that keep your energy, return the energy. Somebody roasting you, roast them back. But the thing is, why did you exclusively go after straight black men when it wasn't straight black men who were the ones making the comments? It wasn't just straight black men. And in fact, most of the most derogatory comments didn't come from straight black men. But you singled straight black men out. I made this in response.
Black men want to treat me, I'm gonna return energy. But this is too much.
But the thing is, you weren't getting dragged exclusively by black men. You were getting dragged by everybody. Everybody, all races of men, had something to say about it. But you don't have any smoke for any other group of men. So you went directly and exclusively after straight black men. And you made fun of unjust killings by police of dead black men. Do you honestly understand that those black men are dead? There are actually dead bodies in the street. What you made fun of is super serious. And then you have a whole bunch of people in the comments agreeing with you, acting like that's funny. That's not funny. That isn't funny. Why don't you go to their mothers, their families, and say that they're bullet bags because your feelings were hurt? Some of y'all have just as much hatred for black men as white supremacists.
To make fun of, to make light of, and to mock the victimization of any black person by the hands of white supremacists makes you, in my opinion, makes you either a white supremacist yourself or a white supremacist collaborator. That's what it is. You are an enemy to black society. So I made that, and her boyfriend, I got multiple comments. I'm gonna show you her boyfriend. Her boyfriend commented. Now, here are some of the comments that were sent to me because they were I was being told that I was going too far. This dude, one dude made a video about me, took it down. I can't even find that video no more. But this young brother, and I hate the fact that he stood on his ground with this, but listen to this. He doesn't really have anything. Let me just skip to the end because this video is like 3 minutes long, and he's very distracting.
Oh, she had made that comment. It was directly towards black people, black men specifically. No. Um, do you really think she was going to check every comment on her post and see if it blocked? To be honest, I would have made a exit comment to people harassed and degraded.
Okay. My thing is, people are all like, she was getting harassed. She was getting harassed. It is the internet. Nobody was knocking at her door. It's not like people were outside her house as an angry damn mob. She could have signed off. She could have turned the comments off. She could have deleted the damn post. It was never that serious to say that. Let me let you listen to what he has to say. Now, he's saying people attacking her because of her comment. Her comment was hate speech. That was hate speech. You're making fun of literal murders of people being victimized. That's hate speech. You're like, oh, well, you justifying people attacking you because of that? Yeah. People attacked you because of hate speech. Now, that's the point I wanted you to hear. He says he's holding me accountable, and listen, I am not personally above being held accountable. If I'm doing something wrong, because this whole channel is about benefiting black people. So if I'm doing something that's wrong, if I'm doing something that's out of pocket, I can be held accountable. Okay? I can be held accountable. Nobody is above being held accountable. But the thing is, he's saying he's holding me accountable because my platform is about pro-blackness. That's pretty all on my TikTok. That's all that's on there. On the channel, that's all that's on there. Pretty much my Twitter. I joke around a little bit, but that's pretty much all on my social media. That's all I'm about is pro-blackness. So he's saying he's holding me accountable because I'm supposed to be pro-black. But I'm not pro-black woman because I'm attacking a black woman. That was that divisive stuff that gets pushed out there. Listen. As black men, this is my message to the black men. If we're going to be leaders in the community, we're going to have to correct people, black men and black women who are out of line. We're going to have to check coons, whether they're black men, whether they're black women, whether they're gay, whether they're straight, whether they're whatever, young, old, whatever. They need to be checked. We can't have this thing where a black man can't say anything to a black woman because then he's attacking a black woman, because nobody keeps that energy with black men. Nobody keeps that energy with black men. If you're a black man, the whole world gets to make their opinion and the whole world gets to put you in place. Now, if you're a black woman, other black women can check you, but even when they do, they'll say, oh, well, you're just, they were calling them mammies. Oh, you're just mammies. You're just a pick-me. You're a pick-me. You're just siding with black people. My thing is, and I've been trying to push this out there, it is time for black people, especially black men, to not be scared. I'm not scared to check her. First off, she's not even all the way black, but regardless, that was out of line. Her boyfriend, I checked her boyfriend too. Her boyfriend was out of line as well. Me and him were going back on the comments of my video. So me and him were going back. Now, when he was saying, you're not defending black women, each and every single individual black woman does not deserve to be defended. That's the truth. Each and every single individual black man does not deserve to be defended. Like, let's bring up Candace Owens, right? The black community has no problem at all roasting Candace Owens, despite the fact that she is a black woman. Now, when you roast Candace Owens, then it's not, okay, you're attacking black women, you're attacking black women. But when a black woman who pushes one of the, like, the leftist, the liberal agendas, if you say, okay, no, that's offline, that's out of pocket. Oh, okay, you're only attacking her because she's a black woman. No. Even in my comment section, there were some black men who were all like, see, black women, y'all, this is why y'all hate black men, black women, y'all destroying the community, black women this. Look, black women do need to be corrected. There are black women who are out there not doing what they're supposed to do. There are black men who are not doing what they're supposed to do either. I am not on my platform, not on my social media. I am not going to allow the blame to be put on one gender to say the black community is in this situation because of one gender exclusively. I'm not going to do that, because this is the time to get on code, where black men and black women are on code together. There were black women, and I'm going to show you videos about what the black women made about her. There were black women who were pushing back against that narrative too. We don't need to allow them to spin the narrative to turn this into a gender war thing. This wasn't a gender war thing. This was a real versus fake thing. That's what we separate. We don't separate black men and black women. In an intelligent society, we do not do that. We separate the real from the fake. And we call out the fake, no matter if they're black women, black men, black LGBT, old, young, whatever. It's the real from the fake. I've defended black women on my TikTok, on YouTube, and in the comments section. Because there were black women saying, kind of being a little neutral, and then they were getting jumped on, and I'm like, hey, okay, y'all don't need to jump on her like that. Y'all don't need to do that. Now let me see something. It says, I guess her boyfriend's not a straight black man. Yeah, to be honest, she also did advocate for black women dating bisexual bisexual men. She sure did. So wouldn't be surprised. You check out his pictures, I wouldn't be surprised. This says, black women are not above criticism for off-code behavior. Yep. When you are off-code, you're getting checked. We're not going to do the whole, oh, you checking her, that's sexism, that's misandry, that's whatever the fuck. No, we're not doing that. You off-code, you getting checked. Okay. Now, being a black LGBT isn't a shield. No. We're not allowing you being your sexual orientation gives you a pass. No, we're not allowing your sexual orientation gives you a pass. We're not allowing your gender identity to give you a pass. We're not allowing your damn gender. We're not allowing none of that to give you no damn pass. Okay. Now, let me show you. Let me continue, because this is the main point of today. The video, because I was just in a Twitter space about this. Now he was jumping in my comments, so this is what went on there. I addressed this on TikTok, and her boyfriend. Notice, I don't talk about people. I at people. Okay, every single comment that I've made, I'll make sure I at the person. I don't talk about nobody behind their back. I wanted all the smoke. I tagged her. If you scroll up, this is her right here. And then this is him. And it took me a hell of a long time to find his damn Twitter. But I tagged her and him in this post. He responded, she didn't. She's in hiding. It says, I addressed this on TikTok, and her boyfriend jumped in my comments to defend her. I told him to address her I told him to address her girlfriend. Get it? Do you get it? You get what I did there? I told him to address her girlfriend, mocking the murders of black men by the hands of race soldiers. This is what he had to say about her calling black men bullet bags.
I would love for you to make a statement based off of what you think about her.
Okay, I'm the boyfriend here. So for my 2 cents, I 100% agree with what she.
Now, this right here, this says, LOL, black men be so hurt when put in their place by a woman, let alone a black woman. Ain't nobody put me in my place. I don't know what the he talking about himself. He the only one being put in his place.
He said, I wholeheartedly approve. Y'all deserve that shit. Just 2 main points. 1, I wish I came up with that shit myself. 2, y'all honestly deserve worse than that. Y'all lucky that's the worst thing she said. And if bullet bags really set you off that much, man, I have no clue what to tell you.
Now, he's saying that bullet bags, oh my God, you can't take being called bullet bags. People were calling this dude a fruitcake, and he was losing his damn mind. But let's continue. Now, for the last thing I said, anyone who makes light of or mock the villainous killings of black men, black women too, I guess she didn't know about Breonna Taylor, but Well, I meant to say by, but race soldiers. I wish Twitter, this side note, I wish Twitter would have an edit button. Damn. Like, you don't want to delete the tweet, but you make one spelling error. You can change that on Instagram, on Facebook, but you can't, like, Twitter. Damn, come up with an edit button. Shit. Okay, anyway. But race soldiers is a white supremacist or a white supremacist collaborator. Now, it was some people comment. Now, I want to show you. This is what he had to say. You thirsty for attention, boy. Dude, this man was in the friend zone for damn near 10 years. Ain't nobody thirsty but him. Let me see if I can find the original. Now, this is what her grandparents look like. Her father is white. She's not even fully black. She doesn't really even identify with black until recently, until it's politically correct. Now, something else. Let me see. Where was that post? Hold on. I'm going to find. Let me scroll through Twitter real quick and see if I can find the tweet she made specifically. Retweets. Okay. Okay. Something there. Yup. Okay. I'm trying to find the exact. Cause she made another TikTok. This black sister Paris, our sister Paris made another great TikTok, and I can't see if I liked it. I can't see if I can find it. Boy, if I scroll through my likes, it's a whole bunch of likes. I gotta scroll through that. Come on now. Come on now. I'm gonna find. I'm sorry, y'all. I should have had this pulled up. It's going for a little bit of time. Okay. I'm gonna just go on her profile and see if I can find it there. Cause she made it, and I really want you guys to see what she had to say. I really want you guys to see what she had to say, cause she went all in, and I agree wholeheartedly with everything she had to say about this situation. I really hope I can find it. Sometimes I don't even think of pulling up certain receipts until it's the time, and it just hits me instantly. Like, damn. Okay, let me say something. Okay. She made a TikTok. And I don't even know if it's still up. No, she made a TikTok about it. Anyway, it's probably not up there anymore. But she made a TikTok addressing her. And this was the energy with black men and black women teaming up to be on code. That's the energy that we needed. I'm looking for it. Damn. Because I saw it. Damn. If she was here, if only she could, Ooh, no, I know how to find it. I know exactly how to find it. Ooh. I know how to find it now. I know how to find it. Oh, let me see. I appreciate everybody being in and liking. Let me see video. Where is it? Okay, that's mine. Where's this video? I hope it wasn't taken down. Okay. She made one. Damn, where's Paris's video? I haven't seen Paris's video about it. Damn, Paris, come on, where's your video? Her name was K something. I'm finding this, guys. It's taking a little long time, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there because I want you guys to see it. There was a couple black women who I really agreed with. Okay, there it is.
See, this is what I'm tired of.
All right, thank you, God, thank you. Thanks for sticking in there.
You have a racial. See, this is what I'm tired of. You have a racially ambiguous passive women who
Let me see if I can. Oh yeah.
You have a racially ambiguous passive women who are brown skinned and people of color trying to pass themselves off as black and creating the narrative that they're a black woman and they're experiencing the black issues that black women have experienced. When truly you just piggyback off of being black when you get ready. And quite frankly, I'm very tired of it. And I'm tired of you guys literally propagating after cisgendered heterosexual black men because you feel like you automatically can determine someone's sexuality by reading a post online that you made, and you already know the nature of Twitter, seeing that so I'm a very big active person on Twitter. So I already knew when you made that post, you made it with intent to be nasty and malicious. And then you went and blocked your Twitter page so that nobody could check you about what you said. Because the truth of the matter is, you yourself call yourself a black woman when you get ready and you want to play out the culture and you want to actually benefit from the culture, but you're not black in spaces when you don't want to be black. You're black when you get ready, so you want to pander talking about what black men said to you, but then you have the nerve and the audacity to try and say calling them bully bags is not going too far. Because if you were black, if you was really black like me, if you were standing in your blackness, you would already know anytime you receive an insult from a black man, it's never that deep to go that low. Secondly, stop pandering after cisgendered heterosexual black men because you yourself claim to be laying with a black man, honey. And let me say, he's not above being slain and laying in the streets. You too can be protesting one day. You too can be sitting in a funeral with a black dress alongside his family in the event that the police decides to pull him over because he's too black for them. So the next time you call yourself, once again, a racially ambiguous woman, black, and you're sitting up here pandering, talking about what cisgender black men do because you don't like somebody else's opinion on social media, maybe you need to put your fucking phone down, okay? Because I'm getting real tired of it. Y'all don't look like us, but you're always trying to speak for us, and then you're always trying to target our men. But you're fine with loving black men as long as you got a black dick in your mouth. And that's what I be tired of, okay? Because it be y'all. Y'all be the problem. You always have so much to say, and then you're trying to ally for black women as if you have our best interest at heart when you're the ones who are helping.
Hold on, let me go down. 'Cause she wasn't done. She wasn't done.
For black women as if you have our best interest at heart when you're the ones who are helping to slay our men. You're the ones who keep pushing the rhetoric that it's okay to kill them because you don't like what they say, or you feel like whatever form of disrespect that they feel is necessary to give to you, you return it by insinuating it's okay to be racially profiled and killed when that is never the answer. I get disrespect. It definitely biggest disrespect, but that's where I draw the line. I will not never be okay with a racially ambiguous woman, a biracial looking woman, a woman who does not identify with anything of black culture instead of what she sees on the internet or what she sees in a music video telling me black men should be bullet bags. No, ma'am. I always have so much to say, and then you're trying.
Man, was she not spitting? Was she not spitting, man? She was on fire with that one. And I was just in a space, like a group dialogue with her. She was hosting when I was a co-host. Very informative. Man, couldn't put it better myself, okay? I have an issue with black people who are mixed, not because they're mixed, but they want to play the fence. They want to be, they don't identify as black when they're filling out a job application or a loan, or when they're around their racist ass family. But when they're on social media, and now that being black is kind of cool, is popular now that you being black, but you not being super black, you being kind of like one of these ambiguous mixed looking, I can pass for non-black, but I can kind of pass as black type women. You're benefiting off of that and acting as if you can speak on our behalf. And therefore you have this Jesus complex. And this is why I keep telling people not to let other non-black people speak on your behalf. Because when you let non-black people speak on your behalf, they get this Jesus complex, and then they start to think that they can check you. She went around and she thinks she can say whatever she wants to because she felt comfortable speaking on our behalf. Okay? She's barely getting in the damn door of the black community, and here she is trying to say straight black men deserve to be shot by the police, and her simp ass fruitcake ass boyfriend is co-signing that. Let me see. Let me read some of the comments real quick. Actually, before I read some of the comments, let me read the comments first, because I always do that late. It says he clearly doesn't see himself as a straight black man. I asked him that in my original video. Hold on, let me actually show it to you. In the video that I addressed him there. Hold on. I want to show you where I asked him.
So you guys know this comment right here from her boyfriend. He's saying not important. What's important is her comments. I would love for you to make a statement based off of what you think about her comments, because you're defending her like her calling black men bullet bags doesn't apply to you. Not just black men, but black women too, black mothers, black daughters, black sisters, and black women, because black women do get shot by the police. Breonna Taylor is an example of that. Do you guys not see yourselves as black? I'm honestly asking, because you guys are joking like you're white supremacists, you're white people. So, do you guys not see yourselves as black? Do you see yourselves as mixed, therefore special? So, show your girlfriend this video, then ask for her permission to respond to it, because I want to hear what you have to say.
Now, he did show his girlfriend the video, and he got her permission, and he responded. But I specifically asked him, do you see yourselves as black? Or do you see, because you're mixed, because his mother is Asian. Now, his mother's Asian. You already know the anti-blackness in the Asian community. I think she's Asian, Filipino, whatever. You already know the anti-blackness in there. I've made several videos about that. Her grandfather is a white Hispanic married to, I think that's either another white woman or another white Hispanic. You already know how anti-black the white Hispanics are. So they both of their non-black parents are coming from anti-black cultures. So they're not really seeing themselves as black. They're seeing themselves, well, yeah, I guess I'm a little nigga-ish. I can kind of go for black, but I'm not one of you niggas. That's what they're seeing themselves as. So I asked him that. I specifically asked him that. Now, he says, Jay, ain't nobody put you in your place. Yeah, ain't nobody put me in my place. She ain't put me in my place. She hasn't even responded to me. Now, when I was on her comments in her video, checking her, and she had her lackeys trying to address me, saying I was being sexist, she was liking their comments, but she wasn't commenting on me herself. She liked the comments that were against me, but she didn't want to make a comment against me. So she was scared. She was scared of me. I haven't seen her make a video responding to Paris either, the black woman I just showed you. She's scared of the smoke. And then she said, the sister kills the sexism, deflection, they against us. On code sisters kill. Yeah, that sister was 100% on code. She was not allowing this to be a black man versus black woman thing. She checked her. Salute to her, definitely. Bullet bags is a divester term, yeah. Oh yeah, she was spitting. She was spitting straight facts. Now he didn't answer if he identified as a straight black man. He didn't answer that. All he said was, I agree with what she said. I wish she said something worse. Kind of trying to, I guess, get me in my emotions or troll. I ask people. Now this, you don't go back with trolls on this. I asked people this. People had two different responses. Like, well, yeah, I guess, but people did say mean things about her. So if they said something mean and you said something, I mean, if they were treating her bad, so I mean, yeah. My thing is this. You can't single a group of people out and then joke about their victimization, okay? That's wrong under any circumstance. I would never do that. If I made a post, and I made a video about this. If I made a post about dating, if I made a post about relationships or something like that, If I said something just crazy, just out of the blue, if I said women should stop wearing hats, I hate it when women wear hats. Any hat of any type, women should stop wearing it. Never wear a hat again. That's not my opinion, but if I was to say that, and a whole bunch of women were to be like, hey, well, yeah, that's kind of stupid. That's wrong. You're an idiot, blah, blah, blah. Whole group of women, not just black women. But instead of talking about the white women, the Hispanic women, the Asian women, I specifically go after the black women and say, you know what? You deserve to be raped. You deserve to be killed in a hospital. You deserve some type of victimization that is exclusive to you or special to you. I would be out of line. And I said that in the comments. I'm like, well, if a man made a joke about women in general, specifically black women being victims of something, y'all would have his head. So don't defend her saying, oh, she was defending herself, because she could have signed her ass off the internet. She started the shit, because nobody was even really saying anything prior to her making the comment about the bullet bag. Now, with her post, when she did the, oh, this is my comment, notice in her screenshot, she took the dates off. She took the dates off, and then she's going to keep posting these things like, look at these people harassing me. She's taking that stuff off, but she's not showing that most of those comments were coming after she referred to black people as bullet bags. Yes, yeah. E. Reed said their kids will look like bullet bags to the police. And I hate that. I don't wish bad on their kids. I don't. But let's just be real. They're not getting, because they don't see themselves as black. They don't see themselves as black. They see themselves as other. They're mixed. They think they're a whole new race. Okay. All right. Now, when your boyfriend gets shot, you're going to be wanting to Black Lives Matter. You're going to be wanting to protest and everything. But I thought it was okay with calling somebody a bullet bag, huh? But, oh, she got so much smoke. Now she got in trouble for her job. Because I think she was working at a school. Now she got in trouble with the school for that comment. Because this is what happens when black men and black women are on code together. This was not about me attacking her as a black woman. This was not about, black women against black men. This was about the real versus the fake. Okay? I'm going to show you this other video. This is how I think I don't know if I actually saw it like this. Let me see. Where is, okay, this sister right here, like I said, and there was some brothers making comments about this too. This is what happened when black men and black women are on the same page of black empowerment. We don't let victimization, the victimization of black people, become a joke.
Explains herself that she.
Now, this is her response. Now she's saying, now let's see these comments she was talking about.
So in this video, I'm going to show y'all that she even explains herself that she barely received any hateful, harmful comments, right? She tweeted what most of the comments was saying to her. Keep in mind, this was all before she made the bullet bag comments and things went left and she got doxxed and all this other stuff. So I'm going to show y'all what she said and I'm going to show just all the comments that she got. Okay, so all of this up and down is the rant that she did before she called black men bullet bags, right? This right here, she talked too much. This is about to prove y'all that the screenshots that I have is correct. She was not getting disrespectful comments until she said the bullet bag thing. She even states herself what the comments were saying. Most of them were saying, damn, he was in a friend zone for 7 years. And then other ones were saying, this is why I don't trust male friends. That was all the negative comments that she got. So now I'm about to show you the screenshots. Because she be lying. I'm also showing y'all the positive things that black men said that still warrant them the right to be called bullet bags. So here go one. Damn, that man is patient. That's patience. Boy been plotting for years. I know he tore it up once he got it. Another black man, honestly, I don't know who I find from 8 years ago to be in a relationship with. Y'all was sneaking the whole time. Congrats. Don't know what that means. Sometimes the one is in the friend zone. This is a negative comment. I don't know if this person is black, though. I was tripped up. I would be successful if I had this type of determination. Her boyfriend comments being rude to the person. I don't think their comment was rude. Someone says life goes on. Don't know what that means. No way that dude waited 8 years. Blase, blase at the bottom. Somebody showing their camera career, black man. This is why men and women can't be friends. He been plotting the whole time on her.
So let me just address something real quick. Some people are saying they were in the friend zone for 8 years. It's kind of simple math that they weren't. If they were friends 8 years ago and they're in their 1 year relationship, then you would subtract 1 from the 8. That's 7. So they were friends for 7 years. Okay, it's bugging me how the simple math isn't getting. I don't know, but okay. That's still a long ass time, though. But still.
Lord, it's me again from another black man. Why did you waste time? Y'all better than me. A husband showing off his wife. Black man calling him cute. Saying that he's determined. Saying that's cute. Bruh been through hell all his life, huh? I don't know what that means, but yeah. Black man saying he want to post something like this someday. This why we don't trust the boy best friend. Y'all got lighter, LOL. My guy made it out the friend zone. Female saying this why my dude can't have any friends. So spin the block. This the dude she told me not to worry about, dog. Is this a sign, Lord? So he was in this friend zone for 7 years. A black man says this and then her boyfriend started arguing with him. And because he started arguing with him, he called him a simp and a loser. This heightened my insecurity with male besties. Some guy that's probably Dutch. He's white. So
now, she pulled up a bunch of receipts showing that the hateful comments, the anti-black comments that she was getting wasn't she wasn't getting. She made it seem like, because in my comments they were saying, well, they were threatening to rape her. Okay. If dudes on the internet are threatening to rape you, you can have screenshots of those comments. I haven't seen any screenshots of any guy threatening to rape her before or after she made those comments. They were she was threatening. They were threatening to rape her. Even still, she addresses that one person. You don't denigrate the entire collective of straight black men. Okay. And don't use that, okay, well, we did wrong, so she did wrong. No, what she did was out of line. And she was checked by the black men and black women. Read some of y'all comments before I go. Now he says, they better not ever get online crying about racism. Oh no. They better not. They can never say anything about police. They can never say anything about racism. They can never say anything about nothing. They completely mess themselves up. And they're not young either. Some people, they look young. They might look young. They might look like they in their 20s or whatever. They're pushing 30, both of them. Damn near about 30 years old. They're not young. Some people are making it seem like they look like they was 20 years old or something like that. No, they're not young. They're not young. It looked like on that picture they were graduating from either high school. Even if we say high school, 8 years from high school. If you graduate from high school, you're about 18. 8 years past that. Come on, they're not young. It says I'm 18. Dylan says I'm 18 and I don't talk like that. Yeah, we're not giving them no passes, no excuses. But I'm saying this to say, my final comments on this. I am very weary of people who have mixed parents, or mixed people who have mixed parents, because they tend to have dual allegiances. Okay, so they're not fully pro-black. They're only pro-black if the left agenda wants that. I'm very weary of people who become big activists all of a sudden. Like their profile just blew up. They really don't have a lot of grassroots background. And next thing you know, they're big profile activists. I'm like, I don't know. You can make a video and blow up off that video. That's true. That can happen. But I'm very careful of that. I've seen her post. Now, in her post, she's also argued with that same black woman about black women being biphobic because they don't want to date bisexual men. So I'm very weary of that. And those are the people that the TikTok, the YouTube, the Instagram algorithm pushes to the forefront. So it was very important that black men and black women got on code and they were talking about the comments. Now, if you see in my comment, I didn't even mention black women. And none of my comments did I mention black women in a negative way. I did in a positive way in one of the videos. But in the negative way, I didn't even mention black women. I was directly talking about them. Those two sisters, Paris, when she was talking to her directly, she wasn't talking about, yeah, black men. She was talking directly and specifically to them. This is the power of staying focused on the target. Now, somebody says, if you have proof people are saying those, saying they're going to get raped, you shouldn't, it says if somebody, okay, if you have proof people are saying they're going to rape you, shouldn't you leave that up and send that to the police as evidence? Yeah, you could, if they have proof. Notice she didn't say that though. That was her little lackeys who were saying, oh, well, they comment that they were going to rape her. Okay, I'm like, okay. If they made that comment should be at least screenshot. Where is that? Let me see that comment. They were, because in my comments, I took my phone. In my comments, I was all like, I'm addressing her first because she's the bigger profile. I'm not gonna address the dude who's even if he's trolling or not. I'm not gonna address the dude who only got 10 followers and she has almost 200,000. I'm going and before she has 200,000, I'm not gonna do that because she's the bigger influence. She's the one that kids are watching the most. She's the one who stepped out of line. She's the one who I saw first, so she's the one who I'm gonna address first. They're like, oh well, get the black men first. Get the black, no. And then you're saying, oh well, they said these foul things about her. I'm like, okay, send them to me and I will address this because I don't have a problem checking a black man either. I even did so in my on my own TikTok comments. When black men were getting out of line, I'm like, hey, we're not gonna attack. This isn't gonna be an anti-black woman comment section, okay? We're not doing that here. We're gonna separate the real from the fake, but we're not doing no anti-black woman thing here. That's not what we're doing. But I'm like, send me the comments of the dudes who were saying that they were gonna rape her. Nobody sent them. I asked multiple times. Nobody sent them. So I'm like, okay then. We can't just take your word for it. You calling black men bullet bags. You're clearly not that great of a person. We're not going to take your word for it. They tried to spin that into a black man versus black woman thing. But when black men and black women team up, we were able to combat that. Now she's getting in trouble with her job. Her social media has been suspended or whatever. She's getting in trouble all over the place. And it says, yeah, they over 25 years old. They're grown adults. They are grown damn adults. They knew exactly what they were doing. And then when she made the comment, she doubled down. It's not like she made it be like, I'm sorry, I was sad, I was emotional, I was angry. I'm sorry, I'll take that down. She doubled down on that shit. So I'm like, okay. She made a TikTok saying, hey, if you go low, I'm going to go lower. I'm a Scorpio or a Virgo or whatever the hell sign she said. So, okay, well, now you're a Scorpio with no job. Or a Virgo, or whatever your sign is. Whatever that is. The only sign you're going to be holding is the unemployed sign. She went from almost being verified on TikTok to working at damn McDonald's. Sad story. But I'm going to get off here, guys. I've been on here for a good minute. Y'all catch my video Thursday, because I definitely want to talk about Biden's new decision as the president to pretty much take your choice away from your own body. If you guys know what I mean, you're getting, injected. You're getting injected. I said injected, regardless of if you choose to or not. That's what it's coming to. So stay tuned for that video Thursday. You can follow me on my social media right here. My Twitter. Camera's a little off. My Twitter. They're both J Elite 10. J _ Elite 10 on Instagram and on Twitter. And on TikTok, it is Afro Elite. Just Afro Elite on TikTok. And you'll be able to see that. No excuse. That was been off code and they got checked. Nothing more, nothing less. Absolutely, brother. All right. I'm getting off. Y'all, this is the power of being on code, and I love to see it. Hopefully we see more of this. Y'all stay safe, family.